Hi, my name is Jen Jordan, Tri-Dot coach, and this video is about how to pack your bags for a clean transition in a triathlon. Now, clean transitions are typically seen in an Ironman distance race or longer. And the purpose of these bags is to keep your gear organized, and you'll access each bag one at a time. Now, one thing that you need to remember is that you will only have access to one bag at a time. So when you finish the swim, you will have access to your blue bike bag. And when you finish the bike, you will have access to your red run bag. But at no point will you be able to access the other bag if you haven't gotten to that point in the race yet. Now, the first thing I do when I get my bags, when I check into the race, is I put a brightly colored strip of duct tape on the outside of the bag, because every single person has the exact same bag. And this yellow duct tape, in this case, helps me to see my bag in the hundreds of other bags that are lined up or hung when I'm running through. I also write my race number on the duct tape, because often the little stickers that they give you with your race number fall off. So this makes sure that if for any reason my bag is not picked up by me, that they'll be able to see that that bag belongs to me and get my gear back to me, because this is expensive gear. So I suggest picking a color of duct tape that you will remember and it'll be easily visible, and I always put it all over the bags. So in the bike transition bag, you'll put your helmet, your bike shoes, and socks if you like to wear them. I always put sunscreen in mine because you're going to be out there for quite a lot of hours, and sometimes in the transition area there's not sunscreen, although the volunteers are usually lovely and put sunscreen on you. I always put it in there just in case. And then I always put my nutrition in a baggie so that it's nice and organized, that there's no small bits that can fall out and get dropped and lost. Everything goes in a bag, goes in my pocket. The key here is to make sure everything stays as organized and as collected together as possible as you're rushing through transition. You want to make sure that it's as difficult as possible for you to lose or forget something. Then in my run bag, I put my running shoes. I always put a dry pair of socks because I like to have dry feet. You'll put your run bib belt, very important to remember. And then I always put a hat, a pair of sunglasses, and I also put another bottle of sunscreen into my run gear bag because I want to make sure to reapply my sunscreen when I start the run. Now, the other kind of bag that you're gonna get is called your special needs bag. And these bags are only accessible on the course. So you'll have a bike special needs bag that's available at a certain point along the bike course, and you'll have a run special needs bag that's available while you're out on the run. Now, these bags will not be returned to you. So if you don't pick them up, then whatever you put in there will be donated or repurposed and reused, but it will not come back to you. So what I put in mine is I always put a spare tube, because if I flat and I use the tube that I'm carrying on my bike, I want to have the reassurance that I can pick up the second tube and be self-sufficient on the bike. Now, that's a bit expensive. Some people choose not to do that and just carry a additional flat repair kit. It's up to you. And then depending on the type of course and the conditions and everything, I might slip in a second CO2 canister just for peace of mind. Also, if I'm feeling particularly posh and have lots of money to, toss away a $5 air canister. For my run, really, I don't put a lot in my run special needs bag. If it's going to be a really, really hot race, then I might put an extra electrolyte in the run special needs bag just in case, or I might put an extra gel or something like that. But it's really personal preference. Up to you what you want to put in there. I've known some people to put a fresh pair of socks in. It's really personal preference. Now, in addition to using a gear checklist to help you pack and not forget anything, one stress relieving tip that I personally have found really helpful is when I have all my gear laid out and I'm packing to travel to a race, I take a picture of each bag as it's laid out like this. That way, when I'm traveling to the race and I'm stressing because I can't remember if I put one thing or another in the bag, I can just go on my phone and zoom in on what I put in and packed in my bag, and I can think, oh yeah, it's right there, it's in my suitcase, or oh my gosh, and then I can begin to sort out where I'm going to purchase that item once I get to the race location. Thanks for watching and have a great race.